Welcome to Escape from Tarkov, a game where... Let's try that again. Welcome to Escape from Tarkov, a game where you Welcome to Escape from Tarkov, the gosh darn it mother grape grass eating pine suckling game where you play as a survivor of harsh environments and attempt to reap the bounteous lands of Tarkov. You know Fortnite, PUBG, pansy games. This game puts chest hair on your chest hair, and I would know. So unlike other big bang bang shooty games, Tarkov doesn't hold your hand. Ever. Like ever. There is so much to unravel here, and recently there was another patch involving a hideout and how you can upgrade your Casa de la Healing, and, well, instead of just going on random tangents, let's break this game down into easy-to-digest tidbits. Escape from Tarkov has you, the player, adventuring to Tarkov and the surrounding areas to loot stashes of common goods and strategically placed weaponry. Problem is there are a bunch of aimbot AIs with remarkably accurate sights, and people who have way more experience playing this game than new people. So, yeah, you're gonna die. And a lot. And unlike other games like PUBG, Fortnite, you get the gist, there are consequences to your death. You have to heal up between rounds. You also have to repurchase your weapons, armors, bags, and other items, because if you die and it's not insured, you lose it all. And, you know, if someone takes your insured item, it's also gone. So check. These are pretty solid mechanics that, despite losing a lot, give you a big rush when you finally do escape with a bounty of good items. The only problem is loading and matchmaking times. And while I'm pretty sure an SSD would solve a good portion of this, you do have to realize that matchmaking is a bit uneven. Waiting several minutes between deaths when you just want to play and get better at the game is probably what's driving me away from this game more than anything else. But that is the worst that this game has to offer. The game has very little when it comes to an in-game HUD, and that's a good thing. Unless, of course, you tab out to specifically check your status. There's no ammo counter. You want to see how much ammo you have? You gotta check it. Did you pick up a new gun and are unsure how many bullets it has? You gotta check it. And while, yes, these controls are less than ideal, having to spam click the O button to check extraction points, or using Shift-T to check to see if there's a bullet in the chamber, well, while it is a bit inconvenient once you learn the controls, Tarkov presents a fully immersive experience. Not VR immersive, but pretty close, actually, with only your wits, eyeballs, and a straining graphics card in hand. It is you against the world. Now, outside the game itself, it's an entirely different matter. If it's a gun, it's in the game, which means there are a lot of guns, and unlike, say, PUBG or Fortnite, which has simplified bullets and the limited variety of weapon customizations, Tarkov gives you the capability to strip down your guns to the stock and rebuild it from the ground up. The sheer number of items and attachments in this game is mind-boggling. Too much for anyone but the eager gun enthusiasts to handle. But that's the thing, you can still get by without knowing, because there are pre-made guns that you can get. Now, while they aren't as advantageous as building a gun with your own scopes and silencers, hey, gun enthusiasts need some sort of advantage, don't they? Now that covers the bulk of the actual gameplay, but how does it all come together? Not supremely well, but I've also seen worse. I've got to give credit where credit is due though. The sound design and minimization of the HUD of the map is beautiful. I love it, but I would also like to know what direction I took a bullet from instead of just yelling, "Ah, I'm hit! Ah!" As for the out-of-game game, it really does need to be simplified, or at least redesigned, so that players who are unfamiliar with guns also have some visual cues about which gun goes with what clip, which goes with which bullets, also the differences between bullets. Without memorization or practical use of these, there's no real way to figure out armor-piercing rounds versus regular bullets, slugs versus spread shots, unless you're going into every single bullet and reading the description, and there are a lot of bullets. A simple examine feature that shows the gun's actual stats, whether it's easier to handle with a specific grip, or a reduced range with a particular silencer, would go a long ways. But, who knows? This might be in the game, but there are just so many damn options that someone who's played it for 30 hours now still has no idea what the bulk of the game is doing. Now, of course, comes the moment of truth. Is the game fun? Yes, but also no. Thrilling and high stakes would be the best way of describing the game. And while yes, thrilling can be a type of fun, being concussed without painkillers running across the map isn't as much fun as it sounds. There are certainly enjoyable dopamine-releasing moments from Escape from Tarkov, but ultimately, the fun starts lacking when it comes to the menu systems. Ultimately, a game is meant to be fun by the majority of people, but if only a few elite players are enjoying the game, I can see the internal population of this game taking a turn for the worse. Thankfully, Tarkov is in beta, so while it is in working condition, it isn't complete, which is really promising. From the time I started playing to now, hideouts were added, and yes, I do consider that a plus in terms of fun. Having a reason to go out into Tarkov, incentive to collect specific items or farm money to buy those items elsewhere is a really cool mechanic. The uneven fighting field between noobs running out with a knife and elites with fully kitted gear adds a nice high-risk, high-reward variable to the game. Why spend a bunch of money if I can die? Unless I spend enough, then they won't be able to kill me. But if I'm poor and end up killing one of the hard-to-kill characters, then I'm back in it. It's kind of a cool mechanic. Anyways, I would give Escape from Tarkov a tentative score of 248 out of 300. Since it is in beta at this time of review, that score should only go up from here. Would I buy the game again? Probably not, but shooters haven't exactly been my forte. However, if a battle royale with smaller player sizes and a large risk, large reward sounds like something that interests you, well, then you might have yourself a pretty fine game right here. Thanks for watching, stay chunky my friends, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye!